Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. I'm back and I'm calmed down, put myself together, doing what I do for you. Oh, I got a nice lesson for you now. Yeah, I'm back with a vengeance. Let's go. Radism, 25 rules live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message in the story for life. I keep it real. That's what I do for you. I see you tuning in. I appreciate you. The numbers is good. Let's do what we do. I got to get this thing done. I got something to do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, and that's what I'm on, is, that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal should be to know thyself. So let's work together and make that happen. That's why I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. Let's go. I ask you, do you know yourself? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. That's cool. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I just saw my dude got a lesson. It all begins and starts with you. I agree 100%. All right, let's do what we do. The title, right thinkers, let's talk about, we're still dealing with how to understand. I'm breaking down the cosmic mythograph, mythograph of the tree of life, and giving you a breakdown in the philosophy of what? Theurgy of the tree of life. So there's a theurgy and the philosophy. I'm gonna break it down for you. Hopefully you get a better understanding. This is about understanding. So the title is, or this one is, okay, right thinking. How about be like your Neteru, aka God and goddesses. I'm gonna teach you how to do just that. Let's go. That's the purpose of being not only thyself, knowing all the aspects of your character, your personality, mastering them. That's total control. That's knowing thyself. My goal is for you to do just that. So I'm trying the best I could to get the point across to make that happen for you. Let's go. If you're practicing right thinking philosophy, that's the theurgy. And you act as a theurgist. So if you practicing right thinking philosophy, you got to act like a right thinker. Now, we talking about theurgy right now. Theurgist, you will apply, again, they're the same thing. Just want to make things clear. I'm going to read it once. You would apply what? Your characteristics of your Neteru. When you get that concept and understand about that fact about right thinking, you got the philosophy. Now you're ready to grow and learn and be your best self. Let's go. When you apply the characteristics of your Neteru, the divinities, your god and goddesses, to those, what? You got three aspects I just finished up the last lesson with before I was done. Let's go back to that right quick. Mayat is righteous action, and there's three aspects of a righteous action. Right thoughts, right words, and right deeds. That's the big three. That was going to be the title, Mastering the Big Three Aspects of the Mayat Philosophy. That was the original title. So, again, I just want to get you to understand I'm teaching you how to be your best self. I ain't trying to control, manipulate you, or brainwash you with a whole bunch of nonsense. Understand that. So I'm not here for that. Moving on. And I ain't here to grandstand and act like it's all about me. Past that stage too. Been there. Don't need that. Moving on. So, but if you're practicing and learning about your divinities to these three aspects in your action daily, you will start what? Acting like the gods. You'll start talking like them. You will start thinking, right, like them. And guess what happened? And then you will start feeling like them, and eventually you'll end up being like them. Nike, be like Mike. Everybody can't jump and fly in the air. Everybody don't have big hands upon the ball. So being like Mike in aspects really is putting your best effort forward, not being Mike. Be like your God, the goddess. Incorporate that in your character and be like them to be your best self. We want Muhammad Ali, the greatest. I want to be like him in the work that he put in, the things that he did as a humanitarian. That's it. That's greatness within oneself. But he inspired me. He motivated me. Hello, let's go. So where we at? Now, being like your God and goddess is important. Why? That's going to elevate who you are and how you are. As a Mason, they taught me a whole lot about putting myself in a better position, upright, looking good. Why? With the working tools that they give you, I give you the same working tools to build yourself up spiritually. Come on, man. Some of y'all are getting it, so that's what this is, next level. Why? I don't have time to play games with the kiddie stuff no more. Why? It's time to grow up. Let's go. Now, I have explained again before that these are just aspects of the being, you. Speaking in terms of worldly manifestation, if you think the world gonna give you anything or the world can make you happy, you just following the chasing the dream that you're in the dragon, you're never gonna get it. Why? It's not what it is, not what you're looking for. What is being something? What the what? What is being something? If a detective were to go into your house, watch this, you are who you are, and they attempt to know about you as a person, they would say, this is the kind of clothes that he wore, right? This person wears my sweatsuits, my stuff too, the entire war. And this is the language that this person spoke, English. These are the kinds of things they think about. From the stuff I got, he must have a lot of books. Yeah, your environment dictate who you are. Please understand that. But this person, okay, etc. They can they do their job. They can look around. If I can watch you walk, listen to you talk, and tell what kind of person you are. Same thing. It's all street acumen. They use it in detectiveness. Why? Because that's how you solve crimes. Simple. You can find stuff out without being there and understand things that you can just look and see. Moving on. It's called being observant. And they tell all about, what's this? They tell all that by looking at what? Your surroundings. They do the surroundings. I do you as a person. Third eye scan you. They good or bad? Bad. Move on. Okay. Your clothing, by your music you listen to, by the kind of people you hang out with, and things that you wrote or said that express your feelings. When you go to a psychiatrist, I did the personal assessment, I'm still working on that. When I tell you how I am, you can draw a conclusion from that and have an understanding what kind of person you are. That's how it's done. Psychologically, sociology, they can see how the society moves and grooves and tell you what's going on. Why? You see how ignorant we are. So, but it's all about seeing what kind of person you are. Why? You carry that with you. You show. I tell you, what they say don't match what they do. They're not good for you. Trust me, algebra. But watch this. Now, through all of these things, the detectives can tell, not everything, but get a good idea about you. Horoscope do it. Everybody do it. By seeing and understanding, I can get a gauge about what kind of person you are. Watch this. They can tell about you without you even being there. There. Now, without them meeting you previously. They can draw a conclusion and have a perspective about the kind of person you are just from your surroundings. You want to find out about a person? Go in the bedroom. Everybody freaks out. Why? That's your world. That's you. Find a lot about a person when you go in the bedroom. Sorry about that, but that's who we are. Moving on. And fellas, we done went to, that girl house and, you go in that bedroom and say, what the? Run. Get out. Why? That's who she is. Moving on. So, there's a little quick tidbit. I think there's those stuff in there you can use. But that's how they can tell about you. What? It speaks for itself. They ain't got to listen to you. I'm this, I'm that. No, I can just see how you live and I can see what you're doing. I can tell already about you. So, watch this. That's why God don't let you talk when you go to heaven. Give me a heart. Those are what? External things. Again, surface stuff. Not really intricate, but they got an idea. Again, reflections of your own what? Inner self, your inner nature. But they are also disciplinary practice, what that you can use. There you go right there. I live spiritually disciplined. I'm gonna do what's right. That's what we try to get you to understand. Be like your God, be like your goddesses. And to discover what? The inner reality. They allow, a different form of energy. Yep. A different form of feeling. Yep. To be discovered and experienced. There you go right there. Ding, 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 ding. Right thinking philosophy is my philosophy. She taught Neteru, semi-taught we, with a twist. My personal experiences that I use as my lessons. That's it. Everything else is the same. And for example, watch this. A person who grew up a thug, a thief, okay, thinks, acts, and feel a certain way. You agree? Look at that guy right there. Do he look like a college graduate or a businessman? No, he like a thug, a gangster, a hustler. Okay, yeah. He look the same way. He old. He still got the look. I was 20 years old. It's okay. See where I'm going with this? And you can change if you choose to. That's the difference. That's where my yacht tells you you have a choice. You know right from wrong. We chose wrong. I'm like Darth Vader. I wasn't like Luke. I followed my dad. I didn't fight him. I followed. I gotta laugh because I chose to do bad. I got no shame in that, no problem with that. But now I choose to do good, so I can laugh at that because man, look how that's the difference. And you can change at any point in your life. So the idea is to make sure you do make the change. Why? Because that way of life, it ain't good. Simple as that. All right, where you at? But if they were to act, there you go. If you were to act in accordance with my teachings and you adopt the ethics, that's what we have, principles, ethics and morals, codes, and your thoughts, your looks, and your feelings of your divinity, those persons would what? Change their external perspective, and they would eventually, eternally, psychologically, and spiritually recognize that these are the ways of being are more in line with what? Your natural, innate, internal, essential nature. Doing good frisked me. I was bad because I thought that's what, again, I was following somebody else's agenda. I wasn't a bad guy. Why? But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I didn't have the heart to just do people that way. So it wasn't in me to be bad. I talked to my mother-in-law, my spiritual advisor, and I swear to God, she's the epitome of Mayat. Why? She said when she was a child, when she was young, doing something sneaky and deceitful didn't make her feel good. I told her, I understand 100% why. Because all the stuff I got doing when I was ego tripping and all the girls, all the drugs, all the money, I never got goosebumps. It never really made me feel good. It satisfied me. But when I'm serving the Lord, man, I feel so much different. That's the difference when you do the right thing. If you got regrets from your actions, it was not good. Sorry, I want to sound like a preacher. But I know the difference between good and bad now. I chose bad. Now I'm choosing good. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm not perfect by no stretch, but I'm better than I was. I can say that. Moving on. And that's change. I still look the same though. Where we at? And again, when you do these things, you will change. People will see the change. I done got past people seeing the change. Why? They don't see it no more. They done got comfortable with it. Why? Before it was a big difference. Oh, he walking the grace of God. Oh, he's evangelist. All that good stuff. I'm 6 years in now. It's old hat. It ain't important no more. Why? Because it is what it is. That's my point. When you get good at something, it becomes natural. I conduct and carry myself in a natural way now. That was more a facade, now it's easy. When you are your best self, you ain't got to do nothing but be yourself. Okay, that's what knowing thyself will do for you. Boy, I feel good about this lesson. So let's start acting what? Like our divinities. Let's start thinking like them, speaking Makadu like them, speaking the truth that they speak like them. And what happened? You will gradually become like them. Or, as explained, like I said before, you will discover those qualities that are what? Inherent in them. You find those where? Within yourself. Again, I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to know I got my own. I'm trying to get you to get your own. That's how it's done. So I'm teaching you to find them within yourself, aka know thyself. And therefore, what? You are finding the divinities where? In you. He ain't up there. He ain't out there. He's in you. According to the Christians, he's up high. Moving on. Having discovered them, where in you, now what? You master that energy. Ding, 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 ding. With understanding how to use a weapon, I'm giving you knowledge. Once you understand how to use it, you become master of yourself. That energy, watch this. You master that energy that what? That God or goddess represents. That you are actually manifestation of it. But which was what? It was always, remember, I didn't go to God until I got locked up. He didn't give a hoot about God. Why? He didn't need God then. He got money, he got everything, he got his freedom. When all that was gone, all I had was God. And guess what? He was there the whole time. So I get the concept, Christians. I understand. Okay. Again, ain't nothing new. But the Kundalini serpent also what? Lays dormant until you what? Start living, doing righteous actions. How about that? So y'all ain't the first with that concept either. So it was dormant. Why? Because you were ignorant and lost in ignorance and more life distractions of the world, and even your own egoistic notions. Me, I. You never grew past the self. You never raised your conscious level to what? Become spiritual. We are physical. In the human form, we are physical beings, human beings. But what's inside of us, internal, is spiritual. That's spiritual divine beings. The body will wear out. It's going to die. It's going to have inflictions, defect, whatever. But it's not you. But in your mind, which is the real you, if you think the body is you, you stuck in ignorance. Okay? Your egoistic notions, meaning all about me. All he knew was him. He thought when he died, that's it. I know other people who think and feel the same way. Ignorant. And that's what you want. Guess what? That's guarantee you another ticket to what? Here again. Why? You ain't going that way. You don't know who the hell you are. God don't want his spirit back when it don't know who the hell it is. It stay here until it what? Learn a lesson before it can come home. Just a concept. And if you have a religion, you guaranteed to stay here. Why? That religion is based on keeping you here, not getting you there. But they tell you that. Moving on. This is why you get the exoteric, the S-O-E-S, the hidden meaning. And now you know the truth. I'm smiling and laughing. Why? Because y'all believe y'all got something, and y'all can't be told otherwise. And it ain't my job to do that. My job is to enlighten you and give you something that I know works that you can use. What you think you got, nothing to do with me. That's why I don't practice it. I know it. Moving on. I'm almost done. Where we at? Okay, it was dormant because inside. But watch this. When you traverse the spears of the tree of life, what you're doing, you're actually expanding your consciousness. Each level is like a star in the sky. When you learn about it, you can connect the dots and you get the whole picture. That's how astrology works. The stars ain't connected. You got to connect the dots. Them games back in the day, you do that, you do that. Oh, in the end, you first look at it, you don't see nothing but a bunch of dots. But when you start connecting them, wow, that's enlightening. That's learning. That's becoming enlightened with something that you didn't previously have or know. You found out by what? Putting in the work and find out what? For yourself. That's called experience. Wisdom is based on the experience, not what you theologize about, not what you conceptualize about. No, it's about the experience. That's wisdom. That's what I teach. That's what I give. That's my point. And that's my lesson. Right now, I'm going to shut it down. And right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100 and me 100 miles a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you have passed away. I got more for you. I got to go now, though.